The basics of leadership. Well, let me begin by saying that I believe leadership is not a mysterious gift. It's not like you're a prodigy, you're a natural talent, and somehow you are being born as a true leader. I think leadership is a profession, a trait, a set of skills. And of course, it does help if you are talented. But we can't all become Johan Cruyff, but basically we can learn the basics of football. And the basics are indeed a set of skills that almost all leaders can learn. And I strongly believe that companies should actually have to implement. If you think of people starting to lead other people, then I think it was completely irresponsible to basically say, well, have a go at it, let's see what happens. There are several basics for leadership. So several basics of leadership start, I guess, with awareness, self-management, and discipline. So to manage others, to lead to people, one has to first learn to lead oneself. So indeed, awareness, discipline, time management, becoming aware of your own behavior, that is something that's where it sort of starts with. But leading others requires, I would say, first of all, true and deep listening, connecting with people. So communication and empathy, not just the skill of talking and listening, but also real empathy for people and the ability to connect is something that is essential for all sorts of leadership. Be that operational leadership, be that tactical or strategic. So either it's people that lead other people that basically do the work. When you start leading managers that already lead other people, when you become a general manager and you have the functional managers reporting to you, or even at the highest level, when you are guiding and advising in a supervisory role, supervising general managers. At all these levels, though in different ways, the basics are essential. Leading others requires also an important thing, and one of the maybe most important things that I've come across is the awareness to give constructive feedback, and give constructive feedback in a very direct way. Don't sort of let things go for a year and then in the end say, well, you must have noticed that, of course, but basically be with very short feedback loops. So the ability to constructively and in an open way give feedback, and also to share and to receive feedback, and receive also very critical feedback. So being able to take that in and to in that sense become what I always say, make sure that there is no hesitation on the part of direct reports, on the part of employees, to basically tell you what's on their mind. And people can hide an enormous amount of stuff if they feel insecure, if they feel unsafe, when they have the impression that you're not really listening, or when they are afraid that they will be punished for being too outspoken. So it's really essential that you can radiate a willingness to accept critique, to accept critical feedback, and basically use that in a constructive way. And in the same way, be tough and strict, but very gentle in the connection and relationship with your people. And I think that these are some of the direct basics of leadership. There's more, and we can also talk about time management, clean desk, all that sort of stuff. And coming back to the opening remark that it's not a mysterious gift, all these things can basically be learned. And another very basic one, preparing and sharing a meeting. In lots of companies, I see that organizing meetings and being the chairman of a meeting is something that nobody has ever wondered how to do that. Basically, we are improvising and we're together. We have a subject that needs to be discussed, and with a little bit of bad luck, several other subjects come up as well, and so it's not efficient, but it's also not effective. And also there, chairing a meeting, organizing a meeting is not something that you are a born chairman of meetings. No, it's basically going by the normal do's and don'ts, and it's a set of skills that is basically that can be taught, that can be learned. And one of the essential things in my mind for organizations is to understand that these simple, basic, operational do's and don'ts are something that you need to meticulously manage and actually have management development programs for, so that you don't just let people jump into the deep end of the water. You basically say, well, before you start leading people, before you start organizing people, these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that you really need to know. And there's quite a lot, and the things that I've mentioned now are just, I would say, the tip of the iceberg. But the long and short of it is basically, it's not a mysterious gift. It's a trait. It's a set of skills. It can be taught. And you can learn it. And it's simply a matter of working at it.